Testing, testing. All right, that should be better than nothing. I guess I'll put them both on so I get the best ever possible. I could switch out and use my actual mics, but this should work. Okay, just wanted to make sure I can be heard. All right, so today what I'm doing is I want to spend it about an hour just trying to see if I can figure out the code for doing a card game in GDScript. I've done this before in JavaScript, and I think I did it in Python in undergrad. But, you know, here we are with, GDScript. I'm trying to learn it. It's not C Sharp, it's not Java, not JavaScript or Python. So I want to know, how can I do this in a way that makes sense? Um, and there are a couple things in here that I know, like I'm gonna look at a C Sharp version. So like, here we go. Let me just pull this over into the main screen real quick. So this here, this is off of a wiki playing cards. You can look at different code for how they, different in different languages, people have written out how they've done a card deck. And so some are real elaborate and real just kind of out there, and then others are, not as, you know, pretty straightforward, but they're then like with C Sharp, for instance, it's using this link library. So I'm wondering how much link is actually doing some heavy lifting there that I might have to figure out somewhere else. And so I'm probably going to be bouncing around between C Sharp, um, Java, because Java looks like it's not using any, it's using the linked list collections and then the collections, but those should be pretty straightforward. And I'm sure GDScript probably has something in them that's like these. And I could do this as well. I could use this one because it's just using deck suit or like collections linked list, and then you're building everything out in classes, um, enums, the regular stuff. So, matter of fact, I may start with Java because Java does seem pretty straightforward. I don't see anything here that would be difficult because pip is coming from here, so it's private value, so it's a value type. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, sorry, it's a hmm. Seeing how they're doing that. That's okay. Yeah, so it's using a collection to do that, and then there's this shuffle feature, which I'm guessing he's saying he's a cheater because there's something in this collection that does shuffle. So I could look that up. And because this is RTFM, I'm going to be going through the docs, but I figured at least look at what other people have done. So JavaScript here, again, doesn't look like it's importing anything. Um, and this shuffle function, so it defines the shuffle function as this. So it'll randomize. And so see how that works out. Um, and if I was to do a game dev doc or whatever you want to call it, let's just do a new document. So let's just say this is card game, or let's call it Godot cards. And this isn't an official game dev document, more me just kind of writing out my notes, but it could become a game dev document. So um, my goal is to like let's make sure I'm writing in the right markdown script. Oh, and I didn't save it as markdown either. Let me do that. I guess I'll do that once it comes up. But my goals would be create the logic behind a standard 52 card deck. What we like to do, you want to be able to shuffle, deal, and deal could be, I'll put a star there because deal could be pretty drastic as well. It could be deal for a standard game of spades because ultimately I want to make a spades game. But I just want to be able to deal right now. So deal all the way out to 52 or all the cards for the 52 card deck. And then we can expand it from there and display the cards in each hand. I mean, again, pretty straightforward. I don't even know that I'm going to visualize any of this yet. Just kind of want to go through the logic of creating all of this. Um, and here, I don't know what I'm going to call this section yet. No, I think I'm going to keep this under goals. Use the, or let's do only use Godot reference manual user chat. Mm, cards website. And let's see, I also want to use the language specific documentation in case of emergency. And we'll do Stack Overflow and Stack Overflow and do Godot. Well, Stack Overflow should be enough. And actually, you know what? I think that goes without saying. I mean, like those are the main things. Let's set it instead of saying only. Let's just say mainly. I don't want to paint myself too deeply in a corner, but you know, do want to have it. So yeah, the first thing I want to do is just be able to make a card deck. So going off of this Java and even in the C sharp. So in the Java and in the C sharp, you see that they do start with some essentially, well, doesn't look like C sharp starts with the enum, but I think the enum is important because we're going to be doing a deck of, 52 cards. So that's 13 cards and four suits. And all of them have the same numbers and letters, like the combination. And so it seems like this has more the C Sharp has more notes in this deal and the card generator, but the Java seems to just be laid out a little bit better. I don't like some of the naming conventions, but I think we can work around that. So let's go ahead and open Godot. Um, we're going to call this one RTFM cards. Maybe this will change to something else later. Let's actually put this in a better spot this time. So in my documents, in my GitHub, or actually in my Godot, let's go back. I want to select current folder. How do I go back? All right, here we go. In here, I do have a Godot folder. And let's go ahead and put, ooh, that's messy. Let's create a new folder. We're going to call this the RTFM series. And then we'll create a folder called art. Well, we'll call this cards because it is already RTFM. So, and now we'll create this folder here. Or not create, but we'll select this current folder. Project name, RTFM cards. And yeah, create the metadata for Git. Let's go ahead and switch to 2D. But actually, we're going to be doing script stuff. So let's just get the script window up. I'm finding that I want to organize my scripts a little bit better than I did the last time. So let's create a new folder and we're going to call this one scripts. It might change again, but I want to at least have my scripts in a nice little folder and then create a new script. And we will call this or what are they calling it over here? Well, we just had that. Well, they don't call it anything. It's the card class, which the card class would be its own card. Um, well, it would be its file called card. There would be a deck class, looks like, and then the enums, which would be their own files. In Java anyway. In C Sharp, the way it looks like they're doing it in C Sharp is using so we have a card struct. It's a different type of um, data um, data structure. Then we have the deck class, and yeah, so card is and then print the current content. So pretty much the same thing, same goals that I had. And then it actually has for poker game analyzer, card shuffles, all of that, which may go down that road later. But right now, I just want the basics of building a deck of cards. Again, nothing too nothing too major. I think I do want to look up for Godot if you can do enums. So let's look at the script reference. Okay, so wait, why do I feel like that didn't take me where I wanted to go? This is definitely talking about. Okay, here we go. Here's an example of an enum. Oh, that's not too bad. So I can make it right in here, but would I want to do that? I don't know. Let's see what happens. Because we can always change things around if we need to. So let's go inherit node. We're going to do GDScript and let's call this card script. Probably break this down even further, but I saw that wasn't too difficult to do. So, okay, and then I need create a 2D scene root node and guess for now, can I just attach the script to that? Yeah, that looks like it works. All right, so now let's open up the script, extends node, and let's see. So the thing, we made our enums, or it made enums. I probably need to open these side by side just so I can get a good look at both of what's going on. Playing cards on that side. No, you all can't see this other window, but it's just a matter of me wanting to be able to reference both references at the same time so that I can make sure I'm doing things right in GDScript. All right, there we go. And so in Java, they created enums. And as I kind of talk through their code, I might decide one way or the other if I want to use theirs or my own or some hybrid of the two. So let's go enum, and they did an enum for cards. So are these? Yeah, I want to do named. So let's do a enum. They said pip. I don't like that. I want to call it. I guess that's the pip count on the cards, which is cool, but what's a better naming convention than just pip? Um, I like they use rank in what's that called? Balatro. I think I like rank. So let's go with the rank, and let's go back down to Java, and it looks like they're doing the full out word, which I guess is will be better than using the digits, maybe. We'll see. Part of me just wants to use the shorthand, but I guess because if it's an enum, that'll make it harder. One, harder to read the code. Two, like I don't want them to get confused with an enum and a just the regular letter or number value itself, the string or digit, I guess. All right, so next up is the suit, and we're gonna do diamond, spade, heart, club. I want to spell heart right. Okay, so that'll give me those two enums. And yeah, so that's that. And then they have the playing card, which that's a class, and the other class is the deck class. So the class, yeah. So we can do class card. And let me look back at the documentation just to make sure. Oh, class name underscore name, and that'll be card. And that looks like it's supposed to go above extends. I don't know if that matters or not, or if you can have two classes in one. You can have two classes inside of one script, but we will see. We'll see what the nuances of this are as we work through. Um, and then let's just see about printing out this. So let's see, print rank two. See if that works. Does it like that? I don't think it likes that. I hope it doesn't need like a two string or something. The unexpected identifier in class body. And that's at line 8.1. So do I need to wrap that in a function? Or do I need to do this? Or display rank dot two, and then nope. Hmm. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Again, I'm kind of banging my head in the dark here, trying to do things the way I know they would normally work. Oh yeah. Well, of course I need the equal. So let's not be completely dumb. Yeah. Okay. So that worked, and then let's just do display. Maybe that'll work, or does it need to be wrapped in a function too? Can't have it just lingering out there. So func test. No, and I need parameters. There are no parameters, at least not technically. And then this little thing here. Okay, and then if we run this, save scene. So let's name this main, and I'm going to create another folder for scenes. Yep, let's save that there. Doesn't look like it printed out anything, but it also didn't crash, so I guess that's good. Oh, because the enum does not. Hmm. So how do you, if I gotta, like, that would suck if I had to identify an enum and then, well, let's just see if there is even a two string. No, it doesn't look like there's a two string. I mean, it's worth trying, but I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, see? So let's look that up because this definitely cannot happen. Let's see. Display, enum. So go to that. Hmm. So if I do this, will that change that? Oh, did I? Yeah, this should, that closes it out. Or do I need to this? No, it doesn't like that either. Almost like it's not closing now. Or do I need to do that for all of them for this to recognize it? Let's just see. If I do this, does that fix that error? Hmm. Nope, that doesn't do it either. Saying that it expected a closing bracket, but the examples I see online don't necessarily. Oh, yeah, that's what I need. And that's fine because I don't necessarily. Mm, oh, but that isn't how you do it. So, hmm, hmm, hmm. So there's enum.keys. What is that? Um, Again, this is where I'm having issues with the Godot, um, with the Godot documentation. Um, let's see if, hmm, oh, okay. I think I understand. I think I understand. So the enum would be this, where we just have the two, three, blah, blah, blah. And then I have to do a const for each one of those and each one of those. That freaking sucks. But I guess I need, if I'm going to display something for now, and then that should print, right? Let's not go through this whole thing and not actually check. So, man, it's not printing anything. Oh, wait. They're not printing anything because I don't have a game loop started. That might be part of the issue. Let me look at what I was doing in on the other day, just with like I had these scripts here. We had menu, start button. No, it doesn't have anything. Start func, print start game. Menu button, func ready, func button press, but nothing in there that I guess I need to wrap this in this, right? Maybe that's why I'm not seeing anything anyway. Func ready, and then maybe I don't even need func test. I just go straight in and do this. And that might be why my stuff ain't working. Or at least why I'm not seeing it. Okay, so We got 0, which is better than nothing. But if I get rid of this line and then run it, what outputs there? Still 0. Mm, no, that should be plus. And we need an extra space there just to make sure everything's clean and looking good. All right. Hmm. Do you not concatenate like that in Godot script? I feel like that's how I was concatenating the other day. Hmm. It's always something. All right, going to Godot dot. Mm, format strings. Placeholders is replaced that. Okay. So we don't do anything. We don't concatenate at all. Is that what it's saying? Closing parentheses after. But there is a closing parentheses on line 12. What in the craziness is going on there? Or is it saying I need to build the string? No, I shouldn't have to build the string. Hmm. So we got format string format or format string, and I could use this implicit string conversion. I was just trying to do this simply, but it don't seem to like that. Don't tell me that this, well, yeah, that looks like what it is. That's going to be hard to remember if that's the case, but you can try it. I don't know. You can try it. Yeah, that's, I don't understand. Hmm. Like they're choosing placeholders and all that good stuff, but I just want it to be a simple string. I didn't think I'd get, won't necessarily say stumped, but just something as simple as writing a string in a new language is rather interesting. Um, yeah, all this, like, this is extra. I just want to concatenate a string. And I'm sure if I just watched a video, they'd go over this and it would be fine. Everything would be good. Mm, the variable. Unless it just doesn't like my variable, but display is what's there. Like doing this, you, one would think just doing this would work. Like that doesn't make sense for it not to work. But it's saying that there's, oh, because it thinks that this is, oh, because it thinks it's a, so it's a casting issue, not a, because it can't add a string to that. So, oh, and then it's giving me the position, and I don't want the position because the position is zero. So I'd have to do this. Um, let's uncomment this, and then we need to make sure that it's a string because I'm not doing anything with that value other than wanting to see it, and then play or not play display. It's still saying that it's an int operator, but if I'm looking at this display enum, could I leave the reference? That's the same as that, but if I wanted to reassign that, oh, because I would have to redefine it as a, oh, that sucks. Okay, so I would have to redefine this enum as a const dictionary. So it would be rank as well. And then I would say this, actually just copy all of this because it's the same thing. And then give it this. Oh yeah, it needs me to do it all the way out. Yeah, 2, 3, 4. Probably should have done the suits first, but here we are. You know what? Mm, I don't like going this far off, but right now, I can come back and clean this up later. Oh no, that's gonna be J. Q, and that's gonna be K, and this is gonna be A. 8 doesn't have an opening counterpart? Oh, okay. Yeah, but this is, oh, it's saying that's the same as. So basically, I just had to do my own enum. Oh, shoot. Now let's play it. Hmm. Okay, yeah, that works. It looks like I have to do the same with this. So just do const, or yeah, const suit. Hmm. And if I wanted to be real fancy about it, I could always get the Unicode. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let me just go ahead and get the Unicode and call it a day. Heart. Again, no way this comes back to bite me in the tail later. Copy club equals and grab that spade image. Did I just put this? No, I didn't put the spade image there. But there is no spade image on this page. Go figure. Here we go. There's one. Didn't have to go too far for it. Hopefully it's not mad at this. Alright, so now let's look at it. Well, one, let's do that, and then let's say display 2 plus. Let's run this again. Okay, that works. All right, that's a good place to start. I think we're in a good spot. Let's go ahead and like I can display a card. All right, so let's go back down to Java. Since it was using the enums, we essentially have enums. And may want to change how those work, but this at least is working. So we built a suit. We have our test, and we have our ready function. So now, the next thing that it does is we have that. Now we need the actual card class. So is this not the card class? And let's ask if with Godot, can we see Godot documentation? I want to know if I can use more than one class in a file. So I mean, technically, this would still want to. I still want that. Um, Mm, let's see. I don't know that I want to. Hmm, this is interesting. So just pulled up this page here. I'll drag it over just to share it. Pulled up this page here. Why to go back to the enums? What I was looking. Oh, sorry, I was looking at this one. Most language offer an enumeration type option. It's no different. Allows one or the other to use either integers or string for the enum value. The latter only when using the export keyword. Short answer is whichever you're more comfortable with. The technical level, integer comparisons will happen faster than string comparisons. If one wants to keep up other language conventions, though, then one should use integers. I just feel like integers will make this more confusing. Yeah, I can do that because it's 13 cars, so 0 to 12, and 0 is, 0 is 2, yada, yada, yada. But I want to also understand what I'm writing. So, um, a separate data structure to execute on the printing. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Um, let's see about GDScript. Um, I want to come to the comments at some point, but I just want to know how to, like, what we're considering a class and how is that? Like, can you have just the classes? Not necessarily nested, but multiple classes in the same document. Mm, hmm. Types. I'm not looking for types. I'm looking for classes in general. There's the enum stuff again. It looks like we have lambda functions in here, static functions, first if else statements. Mm, here we go, classes. And looks like I looked this up last time, but still want a better understanding of what's going on here. So definitely can have a name class. Okay. Okay. Um, Inner classes, class file. Okay, so I can have classes inside the class. Classes are defined using the class keyword, their instance in the class name dot new function. Okay, so then I can have a class in that and a class in that. So it seems like what I could do is let's change the name of this to, or better so, base card. That's the overall class. And then I can have a class called card, and then that should look like this. Mm, we have our suit. I just don't declare types. And so if I wanted to do it to uh, so it looks like it would, the syntax would be this. It'd be, I don't know, it would be suit. Hmm. Or am I doing that wrong based on this? Does that actually work or does that just cause a problem? That looks like it causes a problem. So for our suit, oh, and I need this after the class definition. The editor's helping me out some, though it's probably just gonna get mad at me. Oh, yeah, we do call it playing card. Uses a constant but does not contain a type. Oh, so it would be, yeah, because I named that suit. So how do I create a type then? 'Cause I like to, I would really like to make this a type. Because that's what it's doing here in Java, is making it a type. Mm, let's see. Mm, yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. I just want to do Godot types. Looks like it's going to be in the object class section. Oh, goodness. So this would have to be an object. So, wait, um, not understanding. Let me check this over here. So, object, I don't know that this is really what I want. Mm, trying to see the tree node. The tree node, but that's not. Say that it's a public object? Is that what needs to happen? Maybe that's what needs to happen. And then I can actually define my object now. I have a suit that's named suit. No, that's doing it in C sharp, and that's why it doesn't work. So how does this work in Godot? And just for the record, it would be really nice if it didn't just jump to C sharp out of nowhere. I was thinking that was something special for a second, but it's not. It's just elfed. Unexpected identifier because suit can't be suit and suit, but I just want to build a class. This is becoming a little more complex than I wanted it to be, and I've been on for an hour. Um, because I do want to store a suit and a rank for each. And let me look at the C sharp and see if C sharp makes any more sense than this. C plus plus and C sharp. Okay. You get the rank, get the suit out of there, which is fine. And essentially, what this is saying is that it's just doing a Let's do it a funk. That is, this is saying that for a card, I need to, now I can make a two string. Oh, so it already has a two string. So if I want, so I need to, override? Override? Or do I just write it out? It's not, it doesn't want me to do that either. So funk, oh, two string. And then we're gonna say the card is, or it should be like this, rank of seat. I know I have this here. It's there. Um, so on a class, can you have a constructor for this class? Again, that's engine development. I shouldn't be looking at that. That's why yeah, that's not smart. Um, let's see, C sharp, or not C sharp. Oh, why am I writing the classes? GDScript reference for classes. Oops, I just put the wrong thing. Classes and nodes. That's style guide to one. No. Classes is resources. Is this where I want to go with this? No, that is not where I want to go with this. It's named init. Hmm. Oh, so I'd have to do that from this. But then how do I pass that in? So I need two arguments. Looks like. I'm gonna do func init with rank and suit. And I need to, of course, I need to define that. And then here, Oh, I probably need to, yeah, that would make sense. So here I need to do rank, var rank, var suit. Okay, and that's defined in scope. And then we define this rank equals rank, this suit equals suit. Hmm, definitely doesn't like that. No, but understands what I'm trying to tell it to do. Because then up here, instead of this, we're going to say suit that diamond because it did ranking suit. So, and when we run this, playing card is not a function. I know playing card is not a function. Oh, so I need to do, hmm, so how do you call that then? Oh, because I'm dumb. Forgot. This is not that language. So it would be this. Would be, there wouldn't be that. It would just be playing card, not new. And then this would be likely with the rank and suit. So, working that. Okay. So yeah, that worked. No errors. And I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Did I define the? I probably need to do that like that, right? That'll probably fix it. Oh, dummy. Print. Because of course. Why the hell not? So when I'm initializing, that doesn't make any sense. Or at least I don't know if that makes it right. Yeah, I'm still getting the same issue. I don't think that's wrong. This doesn't make any sense. Because if I want to do this, that should work. Time isn't a ready function because we're, or am I doing this? No, but I'm doing all of that. It should do that automatically. Yeah, I'm not sure why I need this at all. If I'm being perfectly honest. Now ensuring and so that gets declared out there, and that gets declared out there. This is getting assigned in here and here. That's why I'm not understanding why the this keyword doesn't work here. Because you would think it does. Guessing because hmm, because in the same thing. If I did, let's just see R and S, right? So make sure there's no confusion. Okay. Yeah, it was getting confused. And let's do that. So that's working. Both of those are strings, but you need a rank and a suit to play. How do you make sure that these hold that at? Let's try to build a deck and then let me do one thing real quick just to you know personal thing. And send this over there. And this is one question, and should be back. Okay. Alright, so back over here, I want to do a class called deck, and the deck should have a init function, and this function should, oh, probably need to have cards array. How do you declare an array in Godot? That's probably something I should know. Let's see. See an array, so you just name it cards or cards array, but basically in init we want to say cards equal, and I need to look at how you do loops. So I'm saying it should be an array instead of a dictionary. Well, yeah, but everything's gonna be like I just want to build it. So, hmm, okay. Well, I didn't need to know all that. That's good information to know, but I don't feel like that's what I was looking for. I want to declare an array. Back to this again, which I don't know if that's what I want. Oh, no, I wasn't looking at that. I was looking at loops. Goodness gracious. Mm, Now that is what I want. Shouldn't this just be something simple? Oh goodness. Where'd my page go? I don't want that. GDScript. I don't think, no. I don't think that's what I want. Trying to figure out where everything is in here is pretty daunting. It's not, it's hard to explain. It's not, if I just want to look for loops, well, I guess wherever the if statements are. Oh, goodness. Here we go. If else else, because the loops were right above that. All right. Or were they right below it? Something like that. The for loop. Okay. Because that's what this is doing. Or from suit and suits, which is a type of loop. Can I do that with the dictionary? Or do I need to put all the cards into the, how do I build the deck? Hmm, maybe I can. Yeah, it looks like I can. So it would be in here. Cards would equal for each Yeah, so let's fill in ranks in suits. So I'm gonna do ranking suit again. So rank suit, and then I shouldn't need to do that at all because I have the rank in the suit. Like when I call this, it needs to run. Oh yeah, that'll do it. I see what it's doing. It almost needs to be like this though. I don't know if that's gonna work in this syntax, but no. So I need to get those. So here I need to get the whole dictionary. I think that's it. I wish they gave me a better definition of what was going on here. Um, because values. Of course, it's not gonna give me what I'm asking for though. That'd be too easy. Mm, okay, so what did you use? Duplicate? Let's see. Yeah, so should be duplicate, right? Yeah, duplicate and duplicate. So I want those, but then I want to iterate over them. So cards equals suits. So I could really get that for loop figured out. Because I don't think I'm doing that right. Goodness gracious, this is so. Hmm. And then here for oh, should be of ranks and for suit of suits. And I want to actually write out. I'm gonna do a new card, so we do how do I add to an array because of course now I find the thing, but let's see. So do a for loop and for loop, and I want to print out, or not print, but I want to store. Oh, it's saying to do it like this. So since that's that, you do this for rank, pursuit of suits. I have to declare it though, so I need to. That's what that would be, right? Playing card.new. Oh, and then that is rank, comma, suit. I'm saying, not of, right? Again, syntaxing issue. I should fill that all the way up. Hello? Hold on 1 second. Hold on, let me, please. Sorry. It was just saying that, like, it's not telling me what line. Oh, line 37. Okay. So this playing card dot new rank suit, and it doesn't like the plus equals. So how am I adding to the need to add to an array? Let's see. Add to array Godot. Because maybe I'm just using the wrong thing, but any, like, I just want to add to the array. Does it fill? I mean, I could hard code every one of these things too. Like, just make the whole thing an array and then shuffle that array. Mm-mm. Insert a new element at the given position in the array. But I don't need to do that. I just want to add. Oh, there's a shuffle function. That's good to know. There's a shuffle function in here. So looks like I don't need to necessarily, well, that's going to still create all the ranks and suits. And then I would shuffle. So that's cool. So let's just do that here. Before going anywhere else, you can do a func shuffle cards. And shuffled. So it's going to do that. Then I can, oh, that's also a thing because that never happened. So once it's done, mhm. Oh, it needs to still be in the init. It needs to be there. Let me stop and see what that was going on. Oh, I can't stop and see what's going on because it won't let me. 37 is invalid, nil, and object. How do you add to? I see sort. I see shuffle. It's not an add. Append, I guess. Yeah, looks like append. It doesn't seem right, but oh, insert. No, no, insert is. Oh, you know what? That's not going to exist outside of this, so is it? Well, it doesn't need to, does it? I don't think it needs to, because this is that instance of that. Okay, let's try that. Non-existent function in base nil. Oh, this card's never. So when I'm instantiating an array, do I need to just say, does that help? Hmm, that's pretty much what I want right there. 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5. And so that's good, but I can do one even better because now it's doing that. So I'm getting the whole deck. 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. I don't know why went back to a diamond. It read it all again. It's like it read it twice. I could switch these to be suits, which would probably make it easier to read. And so that, oh, because it did that twice. So this doesn't need to run. That way it only runs once. That's why it ran twice, because I'm printing that there. Or I don't need to print here. I can just not deal and shuffle. But that's deal and shuffled. And so what if I did this? Copy this. And instead of deal and shuffle, just call it deal. And then you say, At the end of that process, it's going to be dealing. At the end of this process, it's going to deal. So it's going to, you'll never deal. Go down here, and then you can just say, um, yeah, func shuffle, or not func shuffle. We'll do shuffle. We'll do deal, shuffle, deal. And that should, is there a dot? No, there's not a dot. So, I don't even know that I need to do that. I could technically, well, in here, I could do it. Or I could do it here as it's shuffling. I could say print to string instead of, I could do the print to string in the deal method. Print card dot, that is in the card, right? Or playing card. Yeah, but it's a playing card. Card is a playing card, right? So do I need to just refactor this? Can I refactor it? It should make it easier to, I can't rename like that. It won't let me. Um, Cards are that. Shoot rank, it becomes a playing card and you append it so it's a, and so each card should be card underscore to underscore string is my guess anyway. Probably shouldn't do that though. Let's check this out first. Oh no, that needs to be in there. Card shuffle and then okay. Let's try. No, I think I'm good. Oh shoot, I'm in an infinite loop. Oh, that's not good. Is any of that going back to, well, yeah, let's just go back to card. So no, I shouldn't be printing anywhere else. Your card is the, oh, Oh, yeah. All I need to do is card.toString. And now do that. Oh, it's iterating through. Oh, because these are here and not that's. I'm not used to that. So it needs to be, once that's done, then do this. That's why it's doing that. Yep, there we go. So we have the shuffled version and the unshuffled version. So unshuffled, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, and then shuffled. That's the whole stack. It's looking good, looking good. Because these enums are can be what I assign the patterns to. So there can be a pattern for each rank, and then a pattern for each rank and a number, and then a what you call it. The question is though, do I need to do this other section anymore? Do I need to do this? Because it doesn't look like it's applying that at all. Only when I do this. And I these cards are created. When we be playing with the deck, I shouldn't be changing the cards again at all. No, it's the most effective algorithm out there. It says Enum now. Oh, is one like am I not getting messages? I don't know what happened to. Oh, but if I do that, then it's going to go back to this nonsense. But then why is that? Oh, because they're constants and No, 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 no. This is something is wrong here. Something is wrong here. Something is definitely not right with this in the world. You redo. Actually, this one. That's all correct though. Refactor this and call this display cards. And this will be display deck. And that's just going through and showing what it is. And then these can be commented out because all right. I'm gonna stop the stream. Let me save this and stop the stream. And I think it's a good place to stop. I've been going hard for a minute, but it looks like I can deal cards. Doesn't look like my what you call it's working up here, but I don't understand why this is not working. It should be working and should be displaying those. It doesn't really matter as long as these two things are right, because then I can just use the dictionary function to rank 2, rank diamond, and should get the like whatever the playing card is. I get that those enums, which looks like they're printing right here, and from there I should be able to. From there, I should be able to identify the card and like just say basically for these series of enums, this is the card that's associated. So if it's this, then put each card, you know, 2 of hearts, 3 of hearts, 4 of hearts, 5 of hearts, and display those. And then you just create containers. I would guess you create containers. Um, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think I still need to be able to deal the hands because I think spades is pretty straightforward. So it's 13 cards technically. Yeah, it's 13 cards. Not even technically, it's 13 cards. Unless you play with your, if you play with a kitty, then it's only 12. If you like, may have to add 2 more cards for the jokers, but it doesn't look like that would be hard for this. You just add into a new rank and well, a new suit and 2 ranks for that. So they would have to get added in at the end, like I would say here. And this is just the pseudo code. So it would be you do this, then here we can add jokers. So after it does all that, add jokers, and then that would be like something like you create a card off of this because this the playing card creates a rank in a suit, and so we get passed in a rank in a suit. So we need to pass in a rank in a suit, um, and so these could derive from these. If we make these classes, you derive from rank and suit, but you get a joker class. So let's call this what it is. To do add jokers. And just Joker would be a rank. Joker would be like an additional rank. Joker would be an additional. Hmm, Joker would be an additional suit. Big Joker, Little Joker would be additional. They would be additional rank and suit, or yeah, it would be an additional suit. No, it would be an additional rank. Big Joker, Little Joker. And then if you want to use the deuce of spades, we basically put a flag on each, on the deuce of spades, and you would probably put it on the deuce of diamonds too, since people like to play that way. But you basically say, these are jokers, and if 2 of spades is marked as a joker, then it's the third joker. Its rank would be third joker. Change it from, yeah, basically change its rank from first joker to third, or sorry, from 2 of spades to now it's a joker. And that way it would also sort that way too. Once you like, not necessarily in the shuffle, but basically could you use the rank to say who won a hand, because we're gonna have to put in the logic for that. Like spades beat anything but a spade. You know, every spades beat anything if spades is played. Spades beats anything is if something other than spades is played. Geez, I'm gonna have to go through all of these rules. And maybe I get lucky and that's out there, but I'd like to write mine and then actually, before I go, let's do that. So that won't necessarily be a script here. Let me open that script in VS Code. Um, so let's open a new folder. Yeah, or a new window. We'll do a new folder. Uh-oh, what the heck just happened? Okay, open and find this file. It's going to be in my documents. Godot, RTFM series, cards, open. Of course, I trust the authors because the authors is me. Need to update these. Actually, I can update that right now. Git ignore. You do a readme. That'll be row four. And then we can say, say all right. Oh, geez, it's not dealing shuffle cards and all right. So that's there and done. Um, okay. Um, I think I might try to contribute to this because all it needs to do now is um, like all of this works. So I could probably submit this, couldn't I? Wonder what you do to contribute. Mm, well, I'm looking at this just so anybody knows. Um, I guess I should probably join their Discord and mm, okay. So I'll just look and see what this is doing, and but it looked like the Java version and the C Sharp version were both dealing out the entire hand. Like it's saying returns one card. So, hmm, okay. So I need to update mine so that I at least just um, or only do a let's see. So let's call that deal all. That's yeah, that's display deck. So I don't necessarily have to do display deck, or we call it deal all. I like display deck better because it's not something you'd ever use in a game. And then we do deal one, or I guess just deal would be dealing the one. So would it be for card in cards? No, but you need to take one off and you could pop one, but I don't want to necessarily kill it all. Um, so card, can you pop? Or it could be cards. And then, but does, I guess the question is, does pop just, let's see, there's pop back, pop front. Yeah, so that would be adding to the, yeah, let's look at this real quick. Um, Especially since I haven't heard from. Mm, yeah, so I think I definitely need to pop. But if I do that, I need to be building something else. Um, Wonder if I just need another data structure that would be hands, and you could pop them off and put them into, like, you never want to get rid of the deck completely. I guess for myself, I would probably, because these don't pop, do they? Yeah, random next. So it's just taking it and it's doing the random. I don't know that I want to do that because I want to store the state. I wonder for any other language though, are they, look back at Java here. That's what I'm looking at. So I'm wondering if in Java or in any other language that I can read, that when it deals, like it's not, I don't know that, yeah, this hard is, I think I lost my, oh, no, I didn't. Right here. Not as empty. Because once, like, again, I don't know if anything in here uses pop, but let's see. Mhm. So let's draw pop. Hand push deck pop. Yeah, so it's doing, that's what I was thinking. You create a hand. Hmm. Yeah, so I can use pop. I guess I'll do that for my version. Like it is my version. So let me just write that in. I can do that real quick. Um, Pop front. Let me just make sure pop front is what I expect it to be because I'm not 100% sure. No, I just need to be consistent though. It removes and returns the last element of the array. So to me, that would be taken from the bottom. So in large arrays, it's much slower than pop back because it will re-index all the array's elements every time it's called. So I guess it doesn't matter, but if I have to do it, then pop back. Um, yeah, let's do it from bottom up. And just write a note, pop back, because you don't want to necessarily re-index everything. You want to, I guess, not how cards is played, but it should essentially still be not technically the same thing. The first player and fourth player end up swapping hands basically. So everybody swaps hands like one time to the right. But for all extents and purposes, it would still be random. So pop back, and what I want to do there is here I want to do four hands. So do that. So I have an array for hands because those are going to go in order. And yeah, let's do it the way that it's going to be listed. Or I can actually do it right in here, right? Will that work? I don't even really need to name them because it's hands. It's going to be this. There's going to be four hands. Um, then hand dot zero. And so when you're dealing, you still do, oh, that's, you got to do it this way though. So I need to have my hand just declare them outright, like that way is safer. And then it would be like this for the hands. Then you do for card, or not of, for hand and hands. No, because it needs to go around each time. It needs to go around four times. Like this again would still be random. It just like again, it's not how you deal. But for this, I'm just gonna do it this way. Oh yeah, I don't even need to do that. Yeah, I don't need to do four cards and cards because I'm iterating through. Oh no, I do need to do cards and cards because, and I need to do that first. And instead of cards to string, you do for hand in hand, card equals, or not card, hands. Oh yeah, it just we're on the hand. So it would be hand dot, not rank. It would be not shuffle because each hand is gonna be. Yeah, I need to change those. So I'll use arrays as well. Yeah. Okay. Simple hand dots. I used it already before. Um, Dealing with the array append. And you're appending the card to the hand. And then I shouldn't even need to do this. I should just be able to do again. Well, yeah, I want to name them that, but or do we just do this? Or can you just do this? You go back to that declaring arrays thing because I'm not 100% sure about how you declare a. So declaring, can you declare an array as just the number? Yes, so that's, or is that just, yeah, so array zero, but if I want to do this where it has, yeah, okay, that I guess makes sense. I mean, it doesn't, but Hmm. Okay, so I can do that. This year. That's that could be useful. But yeah, so I do want to, in mine, I want to, and that'll be an array of hands because decks are going to, oh no, 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 do not want to do that. That's recursive. It is. Oh, no. Yeah, let's not do that at all. Let's just do this. But it's got to be this. So let's go back to where I had that. I think that's a good place to be right now. Because then I can still do display deck on hands, I think. Mm, no, because hands would have to be its own class to derive from deck. I mean, it can eventually. Because a hand, if you wanted to display each hand, you would then do the same thing. And if that's a hand, it could be a hand of hands, and hands each have cards, are made up of cards. So I think I need to do that at some point. Like, I don't think I need this to be playing cards anymore. But playing card rank and seed, they need to be accessed by everybody. And then each playing card gets built this way and loaded into the deck, which means the deck is the first thing to run. And then from deal, you could display hand, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Display hand, and that would be we pass in the hand, and then for put four card in hand. I'll do that though. Let's take these out real quick and just go to this. So I got a feeling that this will print right because just curious at this point. So ranking suit, and if I do this, I guess I add that too. If it's going to be doing this, I mean, just that. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Okay, so yeah. But it's now reading off the first name, so why isn't it displaying? I don't think this is displaying at all. What the heck? Oh, it's not because you would have to do this. So when you call them directly, you get that. Hmm. I wonder. Yeah, two-string method is doing a lot of heavy lifting. I wonder if I comment this out, what happens. Okay, so that won't work. But let's do this since we have the two string. there. Let's take this line out and let's do. Hmm.